Hey everybody, it's Keith with Fire and Dice back with another review video. Today's review is going to be on some more tabletop terrain. Now this is custom made terrain by Tristan at Plus One Crafting. So it's a little different than some of the bigger companies like Dwarven and stuff like that. He is a cell phone company. He started making terrain about 18 months ago. He's been doing it professionally for about a year and selling it. You can find him on Etsy, which I will include the link in the description below. And on Instagram is where he does most of his promoting of his business, and you can find that right here at Plus One Crafting. Tristan's a great guy. I know him. We'll be meeting him soon, hopefully at a con. But he was nice enough to do this terrain for me, and I've had a chance to use it in actually some of the Friday night fights and just mess around with it, do some scenery shots of it and stuff like that. I've had it for probably about a month or two, so I've gotten to see how it holds up over time of storing it. So let's look at one of the first pieces right now, and that's going to be just an open field terrain, grassy area. As you can see, he does a very good job of detailing it with a lot of grass textures, but then also open patchy areas where there's some of the grass that looks more dead. It's not as green. A couple of areas that are open and patchy that look like just uncovered dirt. Looks like it's been traveled on, weathered, stuff like that. So I really like that look. Another piece that I have right here is this one right here. So it's another grassy area, but this one has a little rock formation in it. And as you can see, if you can get a close up, I'll try and zoom in. He's got little patches of shrubs and bushes in and around the stone that makes it really look realistic. The stone is painted wonderfully, and he does use acrylic paints. Now let's go over a little bit of how these are made. So he uses a extruded polystyrene, and I hope I'm saying that right, but he's gone over some of the stuff with me and explained his process. But he uses that along with an open cell styrofoam, but he basically just cuts these pieces. They're fit 5 by 5, so they're basically in typical scaling 25 by 25 feet for your miniatures. That's what the majority of these pieces are. But then he has a couple of other pieces, and that's where I'll get to this. This is the third piece, and this is probably my favorite, is the small stream or river. This is 25 feet across. Now this is the length of 2, so this would be 50 feet in length. So this is 25 feet, so you could use it as a small river or a very large creek in width. So he does a really great job. Before he pours his clear resin over top, he actually puts the textures of rock and debris on this terrain. Then he pours this clear coat of resin over top of it, which makes it look like the base of the water underneath it actually has rocks and grass and different things in it. And then the water, the way he does it, actually looks like it's flowing. I'm not sure if it picks it up on the camera very well, but in person you can really see that this stream looks like it's a living, breathing stream that's actually flowing in a direction, and I love that. And I was able to get 2 pieces of this, so that gives me about 100 feet of stream, which is great for any encounter. It's more than so the durability of this stuff is great. It's not going to break on you. You'd have to actually try and break it to break it, but it's very durable and it's very light, which I love. It's very easy to carry around and transport. I have actually just one of these tubs, as you can see right here, and I just basically am able to fit all this stuff in that one tub and have room left over. But I'll stack this stuff on top of itself in there. Altogether, it weighs maybe a couple of pounds. It doesn't scratch up, it doesn't mess up. None of this stuff has come off, so it's very durable. It's going to last me a long time. I have a lot of confidence in that. So the durability, I have to give probably at least a 4.5 out of 5. I haven't had it for a long time, maybe a month or two, so maybe over a long amount of time this stuff might come off. I haven't noticed anything coming off on it, so as of right now this stuff looks great. It's held together well. And the last thing I was going to go over is kind of like the transportability of this, because obviously if you're a DM, you're carrying terrain around, you want to know if you can transport this stuff easily. Like I said, I just carry that tub around. I'm able to stack all this stuff in that one tub with room left over, so I could even carry more than that, or I could throw some of my Dwarven Forge or miniatures or whatever else in there and carry it around and transport this very easily. So to kind of sum up my opinion of his material, I really have to give overall about a 4.5 to 5 out of 5. This stuff is fantastic, and it's fairly affordable too. You can go to some of the bigger places and you drop a lot of money on really good solid terrain. Tristan does custom builds for people, He has some already built terrain out there on his Etsy page, so go check it out. See if you have anything. I think all of this stuff is on his Etsy page. He basically plans on having a wider variety of different types of terrain for sale on his Etsy page. Right now, this is the majority of what he has. I think he has a couple other things like he has some type of house or cottage and a few other things. But he's definitely got plans to expand this and continue building, like I said, a large variety of different terrain. But overall, to sum this up, he did a great job with this. I would give him about a 4.5 out of 5, if not a full 5. The only reason I wouldn't give it a full 5 is only because I haven't owned it for that long. So I don't know how the durability is going to stand up over time. But again, I've had it for probably a month or two. I've transported it multiple times. I've set it up and used it at least 5 to 10 different times. I've put it away in that bin, taken it out, put it back in and out, and it's held up perfectly so far. I haven't seemed to lose any grass or any of this stuff at all on it. So it's holding up pretty well. It's absolutely gorgeous terrain. Miniatures look great on it. Boom, as you can see, like I said, the miniatures look great on it. They are the perfect size. He sized this out well. Like I said, they're scaled to miniatures. They are 25 by 25 feet. These pieces, like the water, are obviously 25 by 50 feet because they're the length of two. This bigger piece, which does sell on his page, is basically 50 by 50. So they're very good scale. I love using the miniatures. I've already done a couple of the Friday night fights with this terrain. It is outstanding. It just looks great. It's lightweight, easy to transport, holds up well. So like I said, overall, this stuff is amazing. I'm definitely going to have him do another build for me. I'm trying to think of what else to have him do, but I definitely want to get some different terrain in there. So if you have a chance, definitely please check him out. Again, he's at +1 Crafting on Instagram. He is a small business owner. And of course, we love to support our small business owners in the D&D community. We all love our Dwarven Forge stuff. We all love our Wormwood, but don't forget to support those small businesses because they put their heart and soul into this craft and they really do some great work. So again, check him out on Instagram at +1 Crafting. He's also got some stuff for sale on his Etsy page right now. Go ahead, check it out. He's a very nice guy. He's more than happy to answer any questions you may have. So feel free to DM him on Instagram and he'll get right back to you. Again, great terrain, very durable, easy to transport. I definitely give this terrain a thumbs up. Great job, Tristan. Please give him a follow, check his stuff out, let me know what you think. But that's basically it for the video. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this tabletop terrain review, and please go check Tristan's page out. Again, it's at +1 Crafting on Instagram. He also has an Etsy page. The link is in his bio, so please check him out. Feel free to contact him and ask him questions. He's a great guy. He'd be more than willing to answer questions. So again, thanks for watching the video. Take care, everybody. Stay tuned for more. All right, thank you.